state of how good they are right now. Kira is absolutely one of the top 4 Terrans in the world at the moment.
Sure.
He's just really, really good. Yeah, I mean,
I think after game 1 from Deer, we're going to have a better idea of where he's at. And I'm not knocking on him. It's just, you guys have been watching GSL for a long time. You know, sometimes the games just do not look like the Royal Rotor Deer that we used to know, you know?
Yeah. He's really good when he's good, and then we had a couple seasons where he just like lost to the first unit that attacked him over and over, and it was really weird, but
yeah.
We'll see. Now he does go core before Nexus, sends that scout out there. Reaper expand, of course, here for here. Checking around for proxies a little bit.
I'm so glad to be back in the studio casting again, man. We had such a long downtime.
I know.
It's crazy,
man.
man.
It just feels so good to have GSL specifically back.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
the
casting
StarCraft 2
ASL
GSL
as well,
tournaments,
but
yeah.
like GSL is something very special about it.
You know,
it's just so much fun.
Well, this is really our baby, and also, you know, it was such a long downtime. It was the longest downtime you and I have had casting StarCraft 2 ever.
Yeah.
In the 10 years plus of the game being out. I mean, it's crazy, right? So it was weird. You know, I'm so used to coming down here and hanging out in the studio.
Yeah, it's never again. Never again.
Yeah, please no.
I don't think it'll ever happen again, to be honest, like that. But no, it's just there's something nice about it. Having this super tournament, just having this regular. Ooh!
Oh wow, Dark Shrine hitting, Starport hitting at the top, Gateway hitting over here as well, probably to accelerate warping.
This looks like a PvP right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Deer
Except
coming with some
expansions.
plans.
Oh, this is exciting. This is not something that you see. The Twilight is a very normal opener. Obviously, we see a lot of Blink openers. Oh my God, he's going to scout that as well.
This is not finished yet.
Oh, that's crazy.
Say goodbye to your...
Oh, that's funny that it attacked.
I didn't even realize what was going on at first.
Yeah. That is really funny. And now, because he didn't finish the Shade, the Dark Shrine gets scouted. Yeah. I want you guys to just...
This is the butterfly effect of bad gameplay here.
This is the biggest butterfly effect I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So it looks like he wants to go in... Wait, is he going to go into a BC? That's wild. I thought maybe he was going to go Lib Range or something, but look, just... If he had not finished the Shade, if he had been a little bit quicker and canceled that Shade, he would have killed the SCV, and the Dark Shrine would not have been scouted. Instead, the Dark Shrine is scouted. As soon as the Dark Shrine is scouted, the DTs are worth like 1% of what they were going to be worth.
Yeah.
You know? There was like a chance for these to do damage. Now there's not. They can maybe pin him in his base a little bit, and that's it. Like, watch. There'll be a scan, and then the turret's done. That's it. Okay, so there, one dies immediately. The scan, the DT, no, sorry, buddy. The turret's done. Wow. Because we didn't finish the Shade.
I know.
God, craziness. Okay, so a Banshee being made, but he has the Fusion Core, so I'm really excited to see what he wants to get out of this. Obviously, the most recent patch, for anyone who did not know, changed some upgrades into the Fusion Core, so it's a little bit easier to do things like upgrade Liberators. But yeah, it's going to be a BC, which is... I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at, which excites me. This is exciting.
We want to follow the...
I love BC versus Protoss games. I love them.
Well, I want to see what the Protoss unit composition is, because I don't know if he's necessarily expecting this or not. Keep in mind, this was a scouted proxy star.
No, I don't think you expect this. There was a very short meta of there being a lot of BCs against Protoss, a very short meta game of that after Nathanius invented it.
That's right, after Nathanius came in here.
When he showed the world.
That's right.
But yeah, it's not a common thing at all. I think he was going for a lot of surprise factor with this.
Yeah, there's a whole mind game going on where like you float the starport away and people might assume that it's not going to be used, but then you land it just away from where it was spotted and use it again.
Oh, I think he was planning on BC the whole time, I think.
Okay.
I think so, because he was starting the Fusion Core, right?
Actually, that's a very good point, Artosis.
So And the thing is, the fusion core could mean multiple things.
He's going for a 2-base push, basically. He wants the BC to soak damage.
This is really funny.
Did that come out over there?
I love it. Okay, so the BC going to go ahead and put some pressure on. These stalkers are going to have to get recalled, I think.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The push is going to come up here in the front, and then there's nowhere to move these stalkers around.
Yeah.
And he just moves the BC back.
Yeah, the BC is very annoying, but it takes a long time to kill.
He needs to pull these stalkers back.
Dude, there's 2 shield batteries here. He needs to utilize them before they die.
I know.
He's going to stop this army. And look at this. The BC comes back in. He's like, got a pincer.
One Colossus coming in over here.
I think Deer is a bit confused right now.
Well, I can't really blame him for that. This is crazy what we're seeing.
Oh my god. And the Reaper wall getting punished once again. This is just a wild, wild game.
I mean, there's so much infrastructure getting obliterated just on the...
He has no cybernetics core anymore, by the way.
Oh, God,
his disruptor died.
I didn't notice that. Did that get destroyed as well?
Yeah, the cybernetics core is gone. So he cannot even make stalkers. It's all so sad. It's all so sad.
Oh my God. Well, I don't think there's any way to recover.
This
this
looks real bad. I have not seen this strategy ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, we've had some
like maybe this is something that exists, but I don't know. It feels like Deer doesn't know either. That's what it feels like watching this, because I almost feel like I'm watching a broken computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know,
like normally you hit positions where you kind of know what to do and you're being very active and stuff. Instead, like all his stuff's just sitting there and he's like just randomly throwing like a disruption ball down the ramp and it's not working.
Yeah.
And, like
the Colossus came out seeming to not answer anything as bunkers finished.
Yeah.
The Stalkers went right back to try to fight the battle cruisers. Well, a battle cruiser, I should say. Well, he just set up camp right at the entrance. One thing we are seeing very popular today is the usage of bunkers to just fortify positions. This actually
that's super cool.
This strategy was actually one of the oldest strategies ever in StarCraft. It was used in StarCraft 1, is you just sprung bunkers outside their base and set up tanks and just slow push from there. And
map makers fix it so that would never be used again. Look at that. He jumps the BC down to the SCVs to repair. I love it.
Beautiful.
Instead
you know, we saw BCs used a lot against Zerg last year because you could just keep doing damage and then jump it back home and repair it and then send it out again.
Yeah,
you could do that here.
You still see it too.
Yeah, but it's the same idea as here. You just jump it to the SCVs, repair it. It's like how many probes and stalkers and sentries did this kill?
And you don't actually want stalkers against this comp as much, right? Yeah. It's like bunkers and siege tanks. That doesn't feel like it's a very valuable unit.
So there's going to be a counterattack here. I'm not clear on what this is going to do, though.
No, he doesn't have enough to kill him. Like, I mean, you have to do something. You can't just sit in your main base. So, kudos to him for being out here and trying it.
It's 25 workers to 69. GG. I mean, Kier takes it. Easy peasy.
Wow, that was just a very truly large. So, macro game's probably much more likely. It's going to be very hard, especially for Terran to walk across the map and kill their opponent. Because by the time you get there, they will just have like an additional 2 rounds, right?
Yes.
So, whereas theoretically you'd have a better chance of killing as Protoss because of the warping mechanic, right? But
yeah, one would think.
Yeah, but still, it seems like a very likely to see longer games here, basically. I want to see BC again, man, so badly. So badly.
I mean, I think my favorite game that we've had on this map, anyway, it hasn't been very many casts, but man, the SOS game with the 2 carriers just poking at the bottom. You know, because of the way the map's shaped, a lot of times you start out, for instance, in cross spawns, right? And that can lead to some games we've definitely seen. Obviously, they're very interesting, but because you're both having to stretch and reach the bottom left, assuming that the game were to go on and on and on and on and on, makes for some interesting plays. We've also seen the giant area that's right down here used occasionally to hide certain techs because it's just so out of the way.
It is really out of the way.
Not just expansions there, but just other techs as well, because it's like so inconvenient to try to check for stuff there.
Sure. By the way, the SCV popped up saw a Chrono Boost gateway in the main base and no Nexus, right? So he knew one base tech, but this is actually, it's a very quick Oracle. And even though there are the Bubulas to slow down the Oracle, it still gets there very, 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 very fast. And right now, Kier doesn't have any anti-air. His anti-air is all in the middle of the map. It's those Marines that we just saw attacking the Adept.
Yeah, the Adept that was nearly killed off but managed to escape just in time. Now, let's see what happens as this comes over here.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good. Okay,
well,
he brings Marines back. That's so important.
Well, it seems like this would be something you just have to be somewhat
ready
for.
Look at that. He flies right over that. That's surprising to me.
Well, it looks like it's less Bubula.
Yeah,
to get
he's
through.
dodging Bubulas, but
yeah. Oh my God! Why did he leave? Why did he leave? What? What? He must have not seen that.
There's, how could that even be? Oh, he had the Widow Mine as well.
What?
He had a Widow Mine.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's already a shield battery here, a Stalker, an Adept, an Oracle. That's enough. Oh, nice couple of Hellions. All right, 6 kills on the Oracle.
I want to see what the worker count is overall here when this is all done.
22 to 26, with Deer in the lead.
The medevac's now looping out, closer towards the center of the map. It's a funny back and forth with, you know, the Oracles and then medevacs with Marines, because over areas where you can't land, neither can engage each other.
Ooh. Fleet Beacon.
Here we go.
Okay. I think it's going to be map. Tempest.
Yeah. Well, when we first had our game with us.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, man. Deer.
I mean, he should just hold this, right?
Well, you can target down the Oracle.
Sloppy. He does have a shield battery over there. Okay. Doesn't lose the Stalkers.
I feel like we're seeing a game with 2 players who are very good but are not used to this map yet.
That is a fair assessment.
There's been a lot of bumps
it's a very new map
on both sides.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. Obviously, it takes a while to get used to a map as different as this one.
Now, with the Tempest coming in here, a couple things we want to point out. If Terran spawns in the upper left, the add-ons point towards the right.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So, you know, even the placement of this factory, for instance, is pretty significant. Whereas, oh, now hold on. Is he going to push from somewhere else? I'm imagining that the Tempests are going to be in the Bubula area.
Yes, 100%.
Chucking damage down there while Protoss tries to push on the ground.
Yeah.
And you basically split Terran up where they can't really fight and defend in 2 locations. And something has to give, right?
Well, he's actually upgrading Cyclone Lock-On. So that's actually quite a good counter to these Tempests. So I think that Kier is going to be all right against this, but I still like what Deer's doing. This is exciting. Making quite a few gateway units right now, maybe to put some pressure on at the same time. Oh, he actually has the Tempest with the army.
Now, I didn't expect this.
No, I didn't either. This is cool, though. I like it. You can really defend the Tempest a lot extra right there. Very interesting strategy.
Is the ground army strong enough to really complement the Tempest here?
Well, he added a few gates, so after he gets a couple rounds, yeah, I think it's going to do all right.
Because right now it's 2 Stalkers and a Sentry.
Yeah, it's going to be, but he has like 4 gates now, I want to say. So you add in like 4 more Stalkers to this, right? Ooh. And the Tempests don't do nothing. See? They do something. Aha!
Well, the 3rd is done, but there's no SCVs there.
You really... Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say, this is like basically a push from the Protoss.
Yeah. No,
which you don't normally see in this matchup. The Protoss is not normally pushing the Terran, but I guess here we are.
This is pretty similar to Classics cheese that we saw last year.
Tempest 3-shot a Cyclone, right?
It's 3 or 4, I believe.
I'm actually not sure. We don't get to see these kind of engagements that often.
But Kier right now, he's waiting to make sure he has enough to lock on and really, really punish here. I believe he has 4 Cyclones right now, and he's done the upgrade. I really like how he's just waiting far back. He's like, yeah, I'm going to lose a little bit, but we have to have this engagement perfect.
And 3 is a great number here. Already he's just one-shotting the SCVs. Now there's going to be a moment where Terran is going to pull the trigger and dive, and that's when these Tempests need to be over the shield batteries immediately. And does he do it?
Gets one of them. All right, the army actually coming up now.
Is this army?
Oh, he gets another one. Very well done.
Is this army good enough to do anything?
No, it doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. I think he dealt with this just perfectly. He has so many Cyclones in here, a fair amount of Marines as well.
Okay, so the 2 Tempests already taken out. There's another one that's going to merge in here with the rest. Is there a sentry with this army? I don't see one.
There was, and it's dead.
Because, you know, a force field that blocks that, you know, anything on the ramp that would be huge. But
even a Guardian Shield would have been gigantic here.
He's taking out the shield batteries. There's not going to be much more sustain here on the map.
God, I think that Cure's army is just good enough. This many Cyclones even made the second factory. Oh, this is... What a handsome defense from Cure. Look at that.
Okay, another Tempest
the punishing
is
gigantic. Yeah,
he's
got to do that. Yes, 100% finish it. What?
What?
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's like, I need 2 more Cyclones in there before I finish that. I don't know, man. I think that was like his best shot.
I'm worried that even though these Tempests are doing a lot of damage to the ground, the overall the rest of the Protoss ground army is too flimsy, you know?
Yeah.
By the way, this is 3 base to 2. I mean, eventually the economy play is going to start to benefit Cure by a lot.
Yeah.
Dare is basically invested in this attack working. Oh my God.
No, the amount of Cyclones is getting so out of control.
Okay,
Look,
I think the strategy is actually just obsolete, is the problem.
Well,
it's cool.
Cure definitely snapped its neck.
Yeah.
And actually, I heard that when this build actually came up last year, a very similar build to this, and if I recall correctly, again, it was Classic that did it. It was on Cyber Forest. And I remember SOS said he knew exactly how to kill this, and obviously SOS and Cure were on the same team for a very long time. And it had to do with Cyclones and getting the right amount to lock on to kill the Tempests.
Yeah.
And we see, I mean, he just really leaned on these Cyclones to hold
he's gonna bring this all the way home. Well, SCV's stuck in the back, but you get the idea. He just wants to try to take this fight. He's decided he has an insurmountable lead. He's happy to have SCV's tank damage. And there's just so many Cyclones coming in here, and that should be, I think, GG. I mean,
yeah,
this is really so much damage, and again, there's really no way to recover.
Look at that.
Wow.
The lock-on's just dealing ridiculous amounts of damage, and that is going to be that. Cure just with a beautiful hold here.
Yeah, Cure really exhibiting a deep understanding of just the game overall. You know, he's really showing he has the instinct, too.
Yeah. Really clean, awesome play.
2-0 lead for Cure right now.
He's where it was thought he was going to do real well. He started playing well and then just gets eliminated. But if you know, I follow all the results online with the Pylon Show each week and everything, and Cure has won so many tournaments lately. He's in the finals of a Limo League all the time. He's playing the Kung Fu Cups. He's just, you know, and these are tournaments that have other top Korean players in them, and he's really doing well. So I think it's time to translate that to this studio, you know?
You know,
and
yeah,
this might even help him that there's no crowd.
Oh God, that's a good point, actually.
It's
you know,
possible.
it's
somewhere in between a real studio match and an online match, you know?
It is a thing that some players struggle with. You can talk to some pros and they say they actually want a big crowd.
Yeah.
They enjoy that experience.
Do you thrive off the energy, or does it add pressure to you that you don't know how to deal with correctly?
Yeah, and other people find themselves to be just very uncomfortable and antsy and anxious. And it does seem like Cure is the latter. He's somebody who obviously knows how to win. He grinds a lot. He doesn't give up easily. You know, he's always been somebody who I think has not been quite satisfied with his performance and has wanted to do more and believes that inside of himself he has the ability to do more. But today we're really seeing him look strong. Oh, man.
Well,
all right.
It's a good scalp. Yeah, I mean, I want Cure to do well. I really enjoy his style. I enjoy watching him play.
Okay, so this is as late as you can possibly deny a barracks, so we're going to see what Cure's plan B is here.
So that's one of 3 Raxes. Mules should be able to build buildings, by the way. That's one of 3 barracks, and obviously he wanted that to be hidden. He's starting another one at home, so he's trying to do like a very bio-heavy opener. This is a very old opener. Proxying it isn't a normal thing, but just going 3 racks pressure, it's like, I actually thought we were going to see a resurgence of it because of the speed of the stim upgrade.
Yeah.
I thought that we might see that as a way to bust down Protoss third bases really easily. But yeah, we haven't actually seen any resurgence of it. This is the first time I've seen it since that patch, since the stim, the quicker stim patch. And now that he's scouted, like if you just built that racks in your main, he just doesn't know that you're going 3 racks, and he'll probably take a third quicker. If he sees that there, he's alerted that something weird is going on. So, yeah.
Good.
Good. Good. Die, Stalker. Dear, I don't want you to win any maps tonight.
What I was actually trying to think of, I was going to say good tactic to just wait right on the high ground, but it didn't come out as fast.
I thought you're just a huge fan.
I hate Stalkers. Blink's almost done. And, dude, I don't know if we're going to have Protoss win today. I don't think we're going to see a Terran lose, Artosis. It's possible.
It might be. Luckily, we have a couple Zergs playing next, so that'll fix things up for us.
Yeah, that'll have to tide us over. I can't believe we've had
that'll leave
2 3-0s already. I thought that the 2 games. I mean, granted, I loved the second series that we had here today, but man, domination by the Terrans.
Yeah, they're killing it. They're playing very well.
So charge lots is the tech of choice here as Protoss takes a third.
Interesting, no forge. Ah, there it is.
2 forges, yeah.
Yeah. Just wondering a little bit about that. Normally, you're going to want to get that +1 armor upgrade very quickly. But double forge, good way to do it.
Yeah.
There is going to be a very large bio push coming out. A larger one than people are actually used to right now, because again, this strategy has not been popular for quite some time. He's going up to 6 gates.
Good spot there with the probe.
Truly.
He's going to try again. He backed off to make it look like he was returning, looped back around, coming here from the top. I don't see anything on the minimap that's going to spot that now. We are watching Terran really build up to a push that's going to be pretty strong. We'll see if Protoss can deal. But some of that's going to be dependent on how he responds to the drop that's about to come here and hit the natural. And Protoss is really investing in gateways. Going for a beefy Tier 1 army.
He needs to. But I actually kind of wonder what this is going to look like when these 2 butt heads. Okay, well, if he actually gets good...
How dare you call them butt heads, Artosis? Oh, my God. Perfectly handled there by Deer.
Yeah, that was really beautiful.
So he's going to come through here. Meanwhile, a third CC is being landed. Or not landed, it's being built, actually. Right over at the third base. So I don't know if we're going to see Protoss try to come out and punish that. So far, all the drops have been shut down pretty easily.
He saved the medevacs, though, which is really good.
That's true, but right now I think this is a little bit better for Deer. Basically, everything's gone Deer's way so far.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I wonder what this push is going to look like. Like, I thought for sure Kure was going to try to hit some sort of +1 attack timing, but like he went just the 3 racks into third base and then added his additional racks on, which is a very kind of normal way to do it. So this has given Deer enough time to get a big enough army that I don't think that you can just go attack. Like, you can push out and whatnot, but I don't feel like this is like an attack timing that just wins the game, you know?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't just win the game, then Deer is well on his way to Colossus Tech in 2-2, and will be feeling very good about his chances to win if he lives through this.
Is there anywhere specifically you want to attack here, I wonder, as Kure? Because there's definitely some spots. If Protoss is really just prepared for the attack.
Well, he has either 2 mines or 4 mines. I think it's 2 mines right now, but maybe a couple more are coming up. I think you can push the ramp with mines if you want, or go... Yeah, there's the 4. This is the situation where you can kind of like poke and then try to get the Zealots to charge towards you and use the mines.
There is a Warp Prism actually out kind of in the middle of nowhere right now. I thought he might be trying to use that to counterattack on the third. He's edging in again. Staying away. If he gets too close, the force fields can chop him. Chop off a chunk of the army.
Look at this beautiful control from Kure. He's laying down these mines. He's continually repositioning here. He's trying to force Deer into a bad engagement.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very good by Deer. Very good by Deer. But the cure with the unburrow on the mines, beautifully done.
Yeah. An excellent
really
job
big
there.
moment.
Minimal amount of zealots coming in here, but that's enough that can take out all those SCVs that are mining over here. And this really pulls away from the momentum of Cure. Cure cannot reinforce this anywhere near as much. The Disruptor shot is amazing, and somehow it doesn't connect with anything. But you get it. The idea was there.
No, the idea
you
was
saw
there.
it too.
Oh, there we go. A good Disruptor shot right there.
A little bit worried about Cure continuing to try to push through here. Meanwhile, another drop over here in the main.
Oh, God, the forest fields are real right there. Deer is playing beautifully here. Oh,
yeah, well, he's just being more
beautiful.
patient right now
Awesome.
than Cure is. I think Cure is really trying to force something to happen that's just never going to work. And GG, finally!
All right. Finally.
You think it's too much of a gimmick?
It's way too much of a gimmick, absolutely. The thing is, that's why it's also good to mix in, because it's so uncommon that people don't always know how to stop something like that. But Cure, it was very clear, knew exactly how to stop it, and I think that has to do with teaming with SOS.
He's making a bunker behind the minerals.
Yep, he sure is. It's a cute little
So now we know that this is going to continue to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, this will deny mining for a bit. It's really, I like it. Unless...
No, he can't stop it. No way.
Unless...
No way, bro.
Unless...
No way, bro. No. Second Reaper coming up.
That's really cute. That's just, it's very annoying.
Look at this. He can keep hitting the Adept.
Yeah, yeah. Can out-micro that Adept for sure. You're going to force Stalkers to come out. Like, he will be able to deal with it. You shouldn't end up losing anything, but again,
but I mean,
so annoying.
You would want to have workers down here by now, so this is really annoying. I mean, this allows Cure to really take full control of the early game here. There's a Void Ray being made.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A Void Ray? I'm really surprised by that. He has a shield battery being made. I'm really, really surprised by the Void Ray. It feels like he is over-countering this.
Yeah.
I think that what you do is you make a second Stalker and you use your shield battery and you poke and you do that little game where the SCV keeps popping in and out of the bunker and you try to kill it.
Yeah.
Because once the SCV is dead, the bunker dies.
Well, he's also, it may be possible that Deer is going to end up squandering whatever benefits he had from a Stargate tech, you know? Like, to get the Void Ray, like, I don't...
Well, once the Void Ray is out, like, are you going to get him with an Oracle after that? And the thing is...
Oh my god, he's getting probes. Ah!
Wait, did he get a probe?
Yeah, he got at least one.
Okay. Wow, well, good on him.
He's not done yet.
Now, to be fair, like, the Void Ray is a bad unit. It is the worst unit in the game, okay? But it actually does some things. Like, you can sit a Void Ray in a drop path or something like that. A Void Ray kills a medevac when you hit the charge up button before the medevac gets past it. It actually kills the medevac ridiculously fast. So it's a reasonable anti-drop unit.
The cast is half full here with Artosis.
It's true.
I don't know, man. I feel like already he slowed down the mining. Cure did.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's gotten the game to where it needs to be. There's no Oracle that's come out yet. Phoenixes are being made, albeit quite late, with Cyclones here to answer, as we see. And just in that last shot we had...
He's going to go Phoenix Colossus.
Oh, wow.
He just added 2 gases after making his Robo, and he's making Phoenixes. Yeah, he's going to go Phoenix Colossus. Why not? You have the Void Ray. You may as well.
So, a little bit less conventional of an approach here to the matchup.
Very old school style.
Yeah. But this may throw Cure off.
Oh, this is cool. I like it.
I worry for Deer, though. I mean, I think there's enough Marines out, right? The Colossus can be strong against that, but...
Yeah. It's an antiquated style, but it's like...
Do you think Cure would be anticipating this? Because there's definitely games where you attack across the map and you're totally caught off guard by the unit composition.
I think he'll figure it out before it can hurt him.
Okay.
Like, you see Phoenixes are being made. The Phoenixes aren't harassing you right now. He's checking for a third. You see that move out that he's doing right now? He thinks that there's a third, which is something that you'll do with Phoenixes sometimes. And when he sees that there isn't one, he'll become a little bit more suspicious and figure out the unit comp that's coming for him. But it's such an old strategy that really does not get used that I just wonder how they counter it. Like, I remember the prevailing way was just to make a lot of Vikings, but then you had people like Maru who just do Widowmine drops until his opponent left the game.
Right.
Which doesn't seem to make sense, but it worked for him. And
well, he started to push through here. He's going to get the Cybernetics core, which is a big hiccup in all tech. He gets another gateway. Easy peasy. There's not a real way to contest this. The Terran army is right now the stronger one, although a Colossus is about to come out.
Yeah, the Colossus should help him to just hold this straight up.
He bursts through here with the Phoenixes, picking up the 2 Colossi, or I'm sorry, Cyclones, excuse me.
Ooh, careful with that.
So that Colossus comes out in the nick of time, but
he should not be attacking anymore. He needs to walk back.
We did see some tech loss there, and I don't think Terran can really pick up and drop without, not with the Phoenixes in the game, not without it being a high risk. But as I'm saying that, I'm seeing this army loop back up here.
Yeah, he wants to try to cancel this base. Maybe he gets it. I think that Protoss is out of position here. Yeah.
Yeah, one thing about the Colossus is it's not a fast unit.
Yeah.
Nor is the Void Ray or Zealots on the ground, so you kind of, Terran can get in and out pretty easily.
Oh, okay, this is great targeting. He's like sacrificing a lot of Marines to target down Phoenixes.
Yeah, it's keeping that Phoenix count much lower. Remember, Marines are like the Zerglings of Terran. You know, you can remake them. If you're trading off some more technical units like Phoenixes, I think that's worthwhile. And I don't actually think that Protoss could full-on counterattack from here. No. This means the third base for the Terran gets up before the third base for the Protoss. And map control right now is still going to cure.
Yeah, I think that Deer didn't deal with that well. When he pushed the first push away, he should have backed up into a central location so he could take his third. Having the third get canceled, and then also losing like 4 Phoenixes. Maybe it was 3 Phoenixes, maybe it was 4 Phoenixes that went down. But that's too much. You don't actually want to make Phoenixes all game unless you're Myungshik, right? Like you want to get a certain amount so that they have to make a silly amount of Vikings to counter.
Yeah, you're controlling their response tech.
Yeah, and then you want to try to get into something else. But yeah, to lose those, it's like each one is 100 gas a pop. Whereas you're killing some Marines, sure. Like he was chasing hard. He wanted the medevac, I felt like, and then he started lifting Marines, and the Marines turned and fired on the Phoenixes. The thing is, you're going Colossus, so the Marines are the least of your worries, to be honest. That is not the unit that you need to reduce the number of.
Right.
Whereas getting the number of your Phoenixes reduced is definitely a negative for Protoss. So I do not think that Deer traded well there at all.
He still has a decent amount. I saw 5 back there. There's the Void Ray Artosis ready to take out a medevac.
Yeah. Medevac flies over him. You'll see it die.
The Phoenixes are not over here, though, right now.
What am I looking at? Get those Phoenixes with the Colossi. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I don't think Terran should attack in here yet.
He can't attack.
Well, the Colossi shots are going to get so much value before you're ever even able to really get the shots off that you need to get. But Cure Supply is skyrocketing right now. You always get a bit of a supply lead in this matchup with the Terran. He's trying to trade his shots more efficiently. By the way, that Void Ray tanked pretty nicely.
Yeah, it did. There's a lot of Vikings here.
Okay, the Marauders they're not high in number here, but now there's just like nothing to stop these Vikings from killing everything.
Yeah.
And then this means the follow-up ground army is going to be way stronger here. What, it's 6 Vikings right now against the 2 Colossi.
Yeah.
They're each going to go down, and then the Protoss is going to have nothing really to defend against Marine Marauder Medevac. GG, Cure takes his 3-1.
All right,